Repatriation of 4 spears that James Cook and Joseph Banks, on their initial encounter with Australia, took from an Aboriginal village is underway. They will be given to representatives of the La Perouse and Gweagal Aboriginal communities at a ceremony held at Trinity College, Cambridge. The director of the Gujaga Foundation, Ray Ingray, described their restoration to the rightful people as a momentous occasion. After being taken in 1770, the spears were donated to Trinity College the following year. At the event at Trinity's Wren Library will be direct descendants of the Gweagal people who made the spears over 250 years ago. According to Mr. Ingray, a Darawal from the Aboriginal hamlet of La Perouse, European contact, especially British contact with Aboriginal Australia, really began with the spears. I think for us, it's a momentous occasion that where Australia's history began, in 1770 on the shores of Botany Bay at Kurnell, the spears that were undoubtedly taken without permission are returned to the rightful people. According to Nolene Timbery of the La Perouse Local Aboriginal Land Council, they are a vital link to our ancestors, our past, and our customs and cultural practices. Our elders have worked for many years to see their ownership transferred to the traditional owners of Botany Bay. On April 29, HMB Endeavour arrived in the eastern region of Australia, with Lieutenant Cook serving as the ship's captain and Joseph Banks as the head of its scientific team. After being promoted to captain in 1772, the lieutenant noted that 40 spears had been taken from the Gweagal settlements near Kamay, the Aboriginal name for Botany Bay. 4 of the spears and other items from Cook's expedition were given to Trinity, Lord Sandwich, First Lord of the Admiralty, Cook's Old College. Beginning in 1914, they were leased to Cambridge University's Museum of Archaeology and Anthropology for exhibition. Following talks between the museum and the Gweagal representatives, the La Perouse Aboriginal community, the larger Darawal Nation, and prominent community organisations, the University of Cambridge College decided to repatriate them. In 2015 and 2020, they had previously been loaned to Australian museums. According to Professor Nicholas Thomas, a Trinity Fellow and Director of the Museum of Archaeology and Anthropology, the spears are exceptionally significant. They are the first artefacts collected by the British from any part of Australia that remain extant and documented, he stated. They show the earliest stages of a long history of miscommunication and hostility. Returning to country will greatly increase their relevance. The National Museum of Australia and the AIATSIS-led Return of Cultural Heritage program of the Australian government have supported the repatriation. In Kurnell, Kamay, a new tourist facility will be constructed so that they can be on exhibit. The return of the Gweagal spears is a significant step forward on the journey towards reconciliation and truth-telling, stated Australia's Minister for Indigenous Australians, Linda Burney.